I had to jump on here. I don't know if you guys saw the news, but the king of comebacks, maybe literally, is back. Fousey dropped a video. I just came out. I watched the video and I'm like, oh my God, here we go again, bro. This roller coaster never ends. This is the never ending roller coaster, bro. How many lives does this guy have? He's worse than a cat. He has more than 9 lives. How many times are you going to get kicked off of YouTube, run and hide, and then come back 3 months later to try and reinvent yourself? As a content creator, I mean, shit, this is a gold mine for me. If Fousey comes back, bro, we're going to be on our way to 100,000 subscribers for this channel. So I'm not crying about it. Let him come back. We'll have the biggest lol count on the platform back again. When I first started live streaming, I used to react to Fousey content a lot. That was one of my main things to do, reacting to Fousey. And this guy is unhinged. He's unhinged. I cannot believe that he's back, or at least that he's trying to come back. Now he's going to start doing his tour, right? Every single time he comes back, he goes on his apology tour. Pretty much sure that any second now he's going to do stop number 1. Stop number 1 for him has always been Bradley Martin's podcast. The moment I see FouseyTube on Raw Talk, Bradley Martin's podcast, I know that we're in another cycle. He's going to come back on the internet. He's going to come up with some new bullshit. You know, since I was covering Fousey, I saw like 3 different arcs. I saw Manic Fousey, I saw Fasting Fousey, I saw Crash Out YSC Fousey, I saw Fitness Fousey, and now we're getting the new Skit Fousey. So I went back and I did some research because I was like, has he ever done skits before? And I saw that in the very beginning of his original channel, he did in fact do skits. But unfortunately for him, he only did skits for like 10 days. He only tried to do skits for 10 days. Fousey is not known for doing skits. Fousey is known for doing pranks, and as of late, for crashing out. Crashing out is his claim to fame now. Most young people who watch FouseyTube, you know, people that are younger than me, they don't even know who he is or where he came from. All they know is that he's the guy who crashes out. He's the guy who got put in a mental institute. He's the guy who punched Neon in the stomach, even though I'm gonna have to say, that was a good one, bro. That was a good one. I condone that activity. When he punched Neon in the stomach, I was like, okay, bet. I like this guy. But we've seen so many arcs. This guy is the king of comebacks, bro. How many times are you allowed to come back to the internet? Honestly, when I was watching Fousey, I had mixed feelings about his whole situation. To me, watching from the outside, I see a person who is good at content creation. He has potential to be one of the best content creators, one of the biggest streamers. I've said it a bunch of times. But unfortunately, he squanders the opportunity every single time with the self-sabotage. And I don't know what the issue is. I mean, I do kind of think I do know what the issue is. The issue is that homie is just, he's not being his true self. Come on, Fousey. We all know, bro. You're talking like this. You're wearing pink. Like, we all know what you are, bro. Just come out already, man. Just come out already, dude. It will be a lot easier for you because I think that's the root of his manic episodes. But a lot of people right now on the internet are commenting about this. They said, oh, bro, he's going to come back. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. They don't want to see him fail again. They're afraid for his mental health. I'm all for it, dude. As a content creator who does reaction content, I see a gold mine because I know he's going to do something stupid. It's inevitable. How do you go from having millions of dollars in the bank? This guy made $60, $70 million back in 2015, 2014. And he squandered it all to the point where he's driving Uber. How do you go from having $60 or $70 million to being dead broke? Driving Uber. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. If that happened to me, I would have to respawn. I'd have to start the game over, man. This guy's living life on hard mode. Hard mode and easy mode at the same time, right? Because he gets put in situations where he can make a bag and become super famous and relevant and make a ton of money. But then he decides to go hard mode and lose it all. My dude, you were set for life with $5 million, let alone 60. How do you go from having $60 million to driving Uber? Unless everything he's told us is a lie. You know, you can't believe everything you see on the internet. Sometimes these guys be humble bragging and you think, oh, bro, this guy's broke. Let me help him out. Let me do some more donations. Let me do this for him. Let me do that for him. And then you find out he has millions and millions in the bank and he's just lying. Boogie, Vitali, and Fousey are doing a competition to see who's the biggest lolcow. Who can ruin their career the fastest? Who can destroy their legacy? Sounds of the earth, man. Because I find it hard to believe, hard to swallow, no pun intended. I mean, the only one swallowing here is Fousey, if you get my drift. that you could go from having $70 million to having $0 million. To me, that just seems ridiculous. Like, how do you do that? What frustrates me the most about Fousey Tube is when you hear him speak, you can tell that he knows right from wrong. He knows when he's fucking up. He knows when he's being delusional. But instead of fighting back, instead of him pushing the bad wolf away, he feeds it. And then he inevitably crashes out and gets himself in trouble. And then he has to vanish from the internet. And it surprises me that people just give this guy more and more opportunities. How many opportunities does he get? The problem is that when he's on top, when he's doing a good job, he is entertaining. I mean, fuck, even when he's doing a bad job, he's entertaining. The crash outs were entertaining too. So now he says he's gonna do skits. He says, I'm done with streaming. I'm done with this. I'm done with that. I wanna come back on here and be a real YouTuber. It's like, bro, you're not a real YouTuber though. You're a lolcow. You can't sit in front of a camera like me, like other content creators, and talk about a topic and have people listen to you. That's not your thing. Your thing is crashing out and being a manic. That's why we want to watch you, bro. We don't want to watch you because we want to hear your insight on life. Who's taking insight on life from Fousey Tube? If you're doing that, you need to get your mental health checked. We're clocking in to fucking watch you because we want to see the crash out, buddy. That's what we want to see. We want to see the crash out, dude. We want to see you go crazy on the internet, yelling at people. We want to see you get $10 million and lose it all. We want to see you spend your last few dollars on a Lamborghini and then never see it again on the stream. We want to see the crash out, bro. That's what we want to see. So again, I'm all for it. Let him come back. Let him have his 15 minutes of fame again. This nigga has had he's had like 2 hours worth of fame because his 15 minutes goes in iterations. He gets his 15 minutes, he disappears, and he comes back. Jesus, dude. I would be lying to you guys if I told you I wasn't excited for the comeback. Pause. I don't mean it like that, buddy. I don't mean it like that, Fousey. I don't mean it like that. I'd be lying to you guys, man, because there was a content gold mine, bro. Do you know what I would do if I had the opportunities that this guy has had in his life? I would be a billionaire by now, bro. How do you drop the bag so many times? Bro, this guy's like a leprechaun, dude. He's just dropping the bag of gold everywhere. And he's definitely at the end of the rainbow. I look forward to seeing when he drops his first video, what it's going to be about, what he's going to say, how many people are going to watch. That's the problem. This is the reason why he keeps coming back. He keeps coming back because for the last few months, he's been on Instagram doing this fitness stuff. Nobody gives a fuck about that, bro. You're not that guy. We already have a bunch of fitness influencers. We don't need another one. A guy like Fousey loves the attention. They love being the main focus. They love people talking about them. And if you haven't noticed, the whole time he's been doing the fitness arc, nobody's been talking about him at all. Nobody cares. And that's probably driving him crazy. So now he has to get back on YouTube. And the problem with Fousey is once he gets in the limelight, his ego takes over. His ego starts to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. His ego has no bounds. He only finds humility once he gets canceled. So inevitably, he will fuck it up again. I can already see him. Like I said, the moment I see him go on Bradley Martin's podcast, that's always his first stop, right? He goes on the Bradley Martin podcast. He tells Bradley how he's changed, how he reflected on his actions, how it won't happen again, how he found his true self, he found his true meaning. He starts saying all this stuff that really does hit, right? It resonates with the people. This is the problem with Fousey, that the stuff he says when he's in his sane mentality, when he's not crashing out, does usually make sense. He's like a guy who has all the knowledge to succeed, but he doesn't implement it himself. He just talks. He talks that talk, but he doesn't walk the walk. So he's going to go on Bradley Martin and he's going to say a bunch of stuff. He's going to virtue signal to the high heavens. He's going to explain how he messed up and he needs to self-reflect and he was manic and this and that and he lost himself and blah, 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 blah. And like 3 months later, he'll be doing the exact same thing again. And that's what's funny, but also sad. Anyways, I had to jump on here and talk about this, man. I hope you guys are locked in because 2026 is going to be a wild ride, bro. We got Vitaly and Fousey back again. Oh my goodness. Round 23. I want to say round 2, but no, this is like round 40, guys. Round 40 and counting. Oh, it's going to be a wild one. Anyways, peace.